Alright guys, I know tier list videos really aren't up my alley, but I did one for Call of Duty recently and I figured I should do one for Dark Magician. These are strictly Dark Magician archetypal cards that this tier list has. If we can find one that's better and has more shit we'd actually play competitively, let me know in the comments and I'll do one over that. Another tier list video if you guys are interested in it. Also, um, leave a comment if you want added to the Discord that me and Voyage King made. It's not really Dark Magician oriented. We have like a Yu-Gi-Oh player thing set up, but there's also like COD players and just some of our IRL friends in there, and just it's a chill Discord. And sometimes I'll pull people from everything to come chill with me on stream and talk. Which I've been streaming Master Duel on YouTube. I think I'm just gonna stream like Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube, like single player games, and I'll just stick to playing like Call of Duty on Twitch. But importantly, we're gonna get onto the tier list. First off, we got our boss monster. Dragoon is God tier. No debate. Dragoon, solid card. Soul Servant is not as good because it requires setup. That's the problem with most of our cards. All of our cards need like one or two other cards to become decent, right? Soul Servant needs DM, DMG, Mana, or Mahad engrave to get its effect, or main effect, which is a draw part. Or it's just you sent as draw fodder off souls, which in turn can get you another draw, right? The stacking effect isn't always as relevant unless you have it with circled. Or you just want a DM card, which, I mean, isn't bad, but most of our DM cards aren't really that great. But, so, Soul Servant is a very good card, but it's not quite God tier. Dark Magic Attack, like, it's optional, you could side it. I'm not going to give you any shit for playing it. It's supposed to be like our archetypal Harpy's Feather Duster, but it really doesn't serve that purpose. It's okay if you side it. I'm not going to give you any shit for it. But it's not any better than optional, guys. Let's be honest. And by the way, same with Call of Duty. The closer to the left, except in garbage, because all these are equally bad, the better I think that card is in a specific category. Like we don't have any card better than Dragoon, right? So no card's gonna be further left than Dragoon. So closer to the left, better the card is in that category. Apprentice. So when Apprentice came out, it would easily be great or God tier, probably great. But she's been kind of power crept because we don't really rely on Dark Magician in the hand. Konami has been very straightforward that we want Dark Magician in the grave. Lowers her down a little bit, but she can protect our Dragoon, which is critical, or can help you protect Dark Magician or any Dark Spellcaster from getting popped by access code, which is our main purpose of protecting Dragoon. I wouldn't say she's great anymore, but alright, she's far left optional, right? No other card will probably pass her here. Because you don't have to play her and she's very situational. Magician of Dark Illusion, I wish was better. I wish it was more like Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, where it acts as Blue Eyes on field and engrave. Because if we had this, and it acted as Dark Magician engrave, right? With branded DM, we could get away with playing like one less vanilla Dark Magician, because he already has an effect, right? Which by default makes him better than Dark Magician. But if he acted as Dark Magician on field, which he does, and engrave, we could always send it off Branded Fusion with Albaz and him to make Lebellion. Lebellion could shuffle him back because he's engrave to make Dark Magician. Or not make Dark Magician, make Dragoon or Dragon Knight. So if he just acted engrave, he would probably be okay or optional. But because he's not, I just wish he was better. I don't think he's garbage. I really wish he was just a little bit better, though. Just a tad bit. Dark Magician Girl, I wish she was better, too. She's a little bit better than Magician of Dark Illusion. Well, actually, all the bricks are honestly kind of optional. Like, you can pick to play them or not to play them. So, they fit better up here than they do wish they were better. But I do wish she was better. I wish she had a way to summon herself. D-Mock is another card I wish was better. Back in the day, in like 2018, 2017, before Soul, Dragoon, Soul Servant, all that shit came out, and we were playing like, still playing 3 Dark Magician, 2 of this guy. And even before Apprentice came out, I was playing D-Mock and, where is it? This card, which honestly should be in garbage. Dedication through Light and Darkness. The reason for that is because we really didn't have anything. And if you didn't see Circle because of how bricky our deck was back then, you had no really other way to get over a big monster, which was my logic behind it, which is only a 28 beater. So probably not the best call on my part, I'll admit it. But I do wish he was better. But I still think he's better than all this shit down here. And he was banned at one point. Dragon Knight is great. He's not God tier. The only way you could argue that Dragon Knight is God tier is with Circle and Eternal Soul, and even then, like Sprite plays a card that is non-targeting removal or non-targeting banishment, and he doesn't protect Eternal Soul from that, so he still gets popped. So he's very good, but he requires other cards to make him that good. Really, just Eternal Soul. Circle's okay because you can use the Dark Magician used to make him to bring him back at you with Banish, and then if he's destroyed, you just keep recycling him. But he's not as good as Dragoon. Inheritance, I also wish was better. Maybe in Spellbook DM, if any of you guys have messed with that, let me know in the comments. Inheritance might be better because you can Spanish the like knowledge and secrets from grave and get another rod search. Maybe it's better that way. In that build, I don't know, but I really wish Inheritance was better because it would give us essentially another Rod Search, but we don't have enough Dark Magician spells. We don't. That we want to play. To make Inheritance worth playing. We just don't. It's not very good. Mana is optional again as a brick, same as DMG. Well, she's a little bit better, honestly, especially in Branded DM because she can sometimes summon herself. Then DMG, the Dragon Knight... Like, Dark Magician to Dragon Knight is so, like, good, right? She's very good. So, I just wish she compared. I really do. She's honestly probably, like, far left tier garbage in comparison to all this shit. But I do just wish she was better. Like, you could easily just take all the cards I'm, like, arranging up here and just move them down here farthest to the left, and that'd be fun also. Dark Magician. I wish he was better, I'm gonna be honest. He is the forsake of our deck. It's part of deck's built around, but he's a level 7 vanilla with 2500 attack. We have to understand he's not as good as like Souls or Rod or you know, even Mana or Mahad because he can't summon himself. He needs Eternal Soul or he needs Souls to summon himself. He's I wish he was better, but he's not optional. He's not okay. He definitely isn't great because he has no effect, and because he can't be these two, he can't be God tier up here for Dragoon. I might get some hate for that in the comments, but understand he's a level 7 vanilla. I love him. I love him as much as you do. But he's not very good. Circle is okay. Circle right now I'm thinking is probably a 2 of along with Eternal Soul. I'm still running 1 right now. But I don't hate the idea of running 2 Circle, 2 Eternal Soul. Just don't play them at 3. Especially Eternal Soul. Because we have Salvation. Do not play that card at 3. If you do, I will yell at you. If I ever see a deck profile with 3 Circle. Unless we get a spell or trap that is so fucking good we need to see it. Then, you know, maybe you want to play Circle at 3. But until we get like Dark Magician Fusion that could like summon Dragoon from deck, we're not going to. Or some really great fusion. We're just not going to. There's no debate. I'm done talking about Circle. I can't even think of this guy's name, but he's the ritual that acts like Dark Magician. What is he? Magician of Chaos? If you play the original build, or the ritual build, not the original build, ritual, he's okay. honestly, he's better than this shit. But because we really don't play a ritual deck, because we don't have any real way to summon our ritual monsters, he's not great. He's optional because you have the option to play the ritual build. Most people don't, so. But if he was just a regular monster, like a better retrain of Dark Magician, he'd easily be up here. But because he's a ritual, he's optional. Eternal Soul, I'm putting with Circle. Actually, Eternal Soul is better than Circle because at least it can summon something and performs its like job. Circle doesn't even add you a card a lot of the time. But Eternal Soul, protects Dark Magician to Dragon Knight, can special summon Dark Magician to help you go for link plays if you need to. It's okay, right? I wish Salvation set it from deck. I do wish that. Honestly, I don't even really see Salvation on here. But Salvation would probably also just be in probably optional because I don't even play it half the time. Flare Knight. Loja loves this card and wish we got a retrain of it. Honestly, I kind of do too. I kind of agree with him here. I wish we got a retrain of him more than Dark Magician Girl to Dragon Knight. He would be kind of, even if we just got like a cool artwork and his effect was halfway decent, like Master of Chaos, which also isn't on here. This is an outdated list. Holy shit. He'd be okay, right? Master of Chaos is okay. We all know Illusion of Chaos is great. We all know that Timaeus, the monster, is okay. So, getting that out there now. The Dark Magicians is optional. You don't have to play it. But he is better than most of the bricks because he can, get you. He can draw you a card. That's like his main purpose. Secrets again, optional. You don't have to play secrets, but if you do, I mean, it's not bad. I do it a lot of the time. So maybe you want to move it up to okay, but you don't have to play it, which by default makes it optional. Bond between teacher and student is optional again. If you want to play like really pure DM, it's okay. I'm not going to say you can't play it. It's how you want to play your deck, but it's not meta relevant, right? It's like DM meta relevant anyway. It probably never will be. Rod is okay. I'm probably gonna get some hate for this too. Magician's Rod does nothing on his own. Compare him to Alistair, right? Alistair searches you Invocation. You link Alistair off into Artemis or do the Almirage route. Play Invocation, summon Mechaba, banish Invocation, get Alistair back to your hand. He replaces himself. Rod does that over like 3 turns. And he doesn't get you into your boss monster, which invoked is obviously Mechaba. He can't really get you into Dragoon by himself, like Alistair can. Maybe one day. As of right now, he just doesn't. Mahad is optional, but he's the worst of the bricks, honestly. DMG or Mana could go first here. It doesn't really matter, but Mahad is the worst of the bricks. Let's be honest. Well, in Branded, he's a little bit better. If you are playing Branded DM, he's better. For the Albion play, he'll do the same shit as Mana. But DMG is typically better in pure DM, I would argue. They're extended. Actually, no. Mahad's probably better still because these extend sometimes and can summon themselves. She never can. Her main purpose is off Salvation, Secrets, and the Dark Magician's effect when he's destroyed. Arc Cavalry, I wish he was better. Same as most of the fusions. Illusion Magic, because the fact that we don't need Dark Magician in hand anymore. I wish we had a card that could like add Rod to our hand or like just be like a Nadir for us. So if we could get a retrain of Illusion Magic that was like Nadir Servant or like Branded Opening, then maybe it would be worth playing, but maybe again Illusion Magic's just far left garbage because we don't rely on navigation, Joby, in 2022. This is honestly probably about the same as Bond between teacher and student. Dark Branding Magic's mediocre. Amulet Dragon is my favorite DM fusion, so fuck all these other fusions and fuck this shit. He's going over here just because I like him, and you can go fuck yourself if you don't. The only reason I like him is because the day before Souls came out, playing his full power striker, I got this thing stupidly big by banishing My opponent's all of his striker cards, 3 engage, 3 Hornet Drone, everything. And he got to like 7,200 attack, and I just beat over everything for game because he couldn't play. Most satisfying thing in the world. Navigation is far left garbage. Again, it's not very good. His its only real use is with Chronicle Sorceress, and because she doesn't special summon herself, it's shit. And by itself, it's just shit. This card is great, honestly, but we don't have a way to turbo him out. Kind of falls in the same way as Dragon Knight, Magician of Black Chaos Max. If we had a way to turbo him out, would easily be up here. Maybe in the ritual build, he's up here with Dragoon. But I don't think he's better than Dragon Knight, and I don't think he's better than Soul Servant, Dark Magic, Veil, far left garbage. It's shitty Monster Reborn for us. Why doesn't this card list Dark Magician in its text? Like if it lists no, fuck it. Put it in Wish It Was Better. Why this card has no reason not to list Dark Magician in its text and let us search it. Like come on, like special summon, pay 1,000 life points, special summon one card that's lists Dark Magician in its text from your hand or grave. Like come on, that would probably be decent. But because it doesn't, I wish it was better. Ebon High. Honestly, I don't hate rank 7s. I don't know where Ebon High went. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's right here. But I don't hate the rank 7s. I just wish we had better rank 7s. Ebon Illusion, honestly, is okay. He's better than most of this. Well, he's okay, right? Because he gets that banish effect, he is honestly still probably optional. Because most people aren't playing rank 7, just like most people aren't playing rituals. But if you are playing a rank 7 engine, Ebon Illusion is very good. Like if you're playing the Crystal Law engine, which I did some theory crafting with somebody in the Discord, he's honestly pretty solid. But if you don't play rank 7s, he's not very good. Magician's Combination, I wish it was better. I wish we had like another negate card that's not really Dragoon or Navigation. I wish it was better. It's just not very good. It's one of the cards trying to force us to play DMG. I don't hate Aya Tamias. I honestly don't. I think it's optional. The same. It's more optional than honestly even Bonds. Now I'm gonna probably get some hate for that. But Aya Tamias is in the same boat as Magical Ice Fusion, right? It in Souls makes Dragoon. Magical Ice Fusion is a little bit better because with the Ron Souls combo, it uses Tamias to make Dragoon. You can summon another Dragon Knight, or vice versa. You can have a Dragon Knight and Dragoon because of Magical Ice Fusion, but because we don't get that, off Tamias, it's kind of worse. Magical Ice Fusion would probably sit right about here with the other DM fusion spells. But because Tamias doesn't do that, you know, it's not as good. The Tamias monster, if I don't redo this on a different tier list, if I can find one, is okay as well. But because if I don't find one and this is the video you see, Tamias is right here. Souls is great, honestly. Souls is better than Soul Servant because Souls can do shit on its own and summon Dark Magician. And Souls is way better than Magician's Rod. Souls can do shit on its own, Rod really kinda can't. And it's a great consistency card. Dark Paladin, I wish it was better, god damn it. Why can't this card be better? But it's the same as like this shit over here. But anyway, this is my tier list on how I rank all the DM's cards, power traps that's on this tier list. I would say for shits and giggles at the end of the video, this is Salvation, which would be optional. And then Tamias the monster is up here. Illusion of Chaos isn't great. Master of Chaos isn't optional. If I can't find another tier list and redo this video, that is my list. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see any other tier lists, that's fine. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And peace.